All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Promotech. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone is focused on the camera and AI headlines, but Samsung may be making far more important changes where most people aren't even looking. The latest Galaxy S27 Ultra leaks point to a shift in priorities that could improve reliability, speed, and everyday experience for years to come. These aren't flashy upgrades. They're the kind that quietly make an expensive phone feel worth every dollar. Let's dive right into the video. The first change is probably the most underrated. Earlier reports suggested Samsung might use BOE display panels on some Galaxy S27 models, and that immediately raised concerns about consistency. Not because BOE can't build good OLED panels, but because Samsung's own displays have become the gold standard. Now, the latest leaks indicate Samsung is sticking with its own premium AMOLED technology for the Ultra, and that says a lot about where the company is heading. This isn't just about brighter colors or deeper blacks. It's about trust. When you're paying flagship money, you don't want to wonder whether your unit has a better screen than someone else's. Samsung seems to be choosing consistency over cutting costs, and that's a much bigger decision than most headlines make it sound. It also hints that Samsung knows displays remain one of the biggest reasons people choose Galaxy over the competition. Then there's the upgrade almost nobody gets excited about until they actually use it. UFS 5.0 storage. On paper, it's a storage spec. In reality, it changes almost everything you do with the phone. Apps open faster, games spend less time loading, large videos transfer quicker, and multitasking feels smoother because the phone isn't constantly waiting on storage speeds. Compared side by side with previous generations, this could end up being one of the most noticeable everyday improvements, even if Samsung barely mentions it on stage. That leads to an interesting question. Does Samsung keep this exclusive to the Ultra to justify the premium price, or does the entire S27 lineup get it? That decision could completely reshape how buyers choose between models, and it tells us whether Samsung is trying to separate the Ultra even further or strengthen the whole Galaxy family. By the way, if you enjoy digging into the details that most channels skip, this video is sponsored by Walverse. Whether you're organizing files, managing projects, or just try to keep your digital life under control, Walverse helps simplify everything in one place. I'll leave more information in the description because tools that save time make even more sense when our phones are becoming more powerful every year. Another hidden change is what all these leaks suggest about Samsung's long-term strategy. Instead of chasing one headline feature, the company appears to be improving the foundation. Better display quality control, faster internal storage, upgraded autofocus motors, and a rumored 6,000 mAh battery all point toward a phone that's designed to feel better every single day, rather than impress for 5 minutes during launch. That autofocus upgrade deserves more attention too. People usually judge cameras by megapixels, but faster focusing often makes a much bigger difference. Moving subjects, pets, sports, low-light video. Those are the situations where phones usually struggle. If Samsung has improved the camera motors, your success rate goes up without you changing a single setting. That's the kind of upgrade people notice after 6 months, not 6 minutes. The battery rumor follows the same pattern. A possible 6,000 mAh battery combined with a more efficient chipset and Samsung's display optimization could finally reduce battery anxiety for heavy users. That's far more meaningful than adding another AI feature you'll try once and forget about next week. One thing worth watching is pricing. Memory costs are rising. Manufacturing isn't getting cheaper, and Samsung knows the Ultra already sits in premium territory. These practical upgrades may be the company's way of defending a higher price by delivering improvements you actually live with every day instead of marketing gimmicks. And before we go further, I noticed that more than 70% of you watching right now aren't subscribed. If you're into thoughtful Galaxy breakdowns instead of recycled spec sheets, hit that subscribe button and become part of this community. We care about understanding why these changes matter, not just reading a leak list. The more I look at these reports, the more it feels like Samsung isn't trying to reinvent the Galaxy Ultra. It looks like they're trying to remove the little frustrations people have accepted for years. If that's really the strategy behind the S27 Ultra, then this phone could end up being remembered less for one revolutionary feature and more for quietly getting almost everything right. And if Samsung is already making these decisions now, what does that mean for the first Galaxy device after the S27 generation? Take care and stay safe. I'll see you in the next one soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.